Oh my god, this better fucking work. And yes, the potty mouth is here. It cannot be avoided. There's a lot of technical things going on in this video for the first time. Not that you're going to really notice it much at home, but let's see. Can you see me? Oh, wait a minute. That's not good enough. Woo! Yes, I think that the when it works, we call it the Patreon camera. I think the Patreon camera is working. I think I found out what the problem is. Plus, I am using a different internet today because the internet here has gone horrifyingly wrong. Hi, I can hear naughty words, says Martin. That's how you know it's begun. Oh my god, the TV program, The School is Burning Down. Had this TV program in the background because it was funny, and it's just like Japanese schoolgirls in this really weird dramatic thing where apparently one of them seems to be possessed by a ghost or something. And then just suddenly now the school is on fire. Everyone's dramatic all the time, so you can't really tell that anything is any worse than it has been for any of the other scenes in this thing. People are running away. The ceiling's falling down. There we go. So, can see you. We can see you, says everyone. That's wonderful for, I guess, me. Hello, everyone. And, of course, there is some news that you can probably gather from the name of this video. But, firstly, I've moved, as you can see, I've moved the computer to a different angle. I'm still in the same room I was in last week. It's just a different angle. There is something I forgot. One moment. This, again, is for me more than it is for you. Glass. Not barbarians. It's the special beer! Woo! I've got lots of things to update you guys on. Evening all, says Bubbles, and evening all, says Howard. Evening to everyone. I hope you're having a wonderful evening. How much did this cost me? 100 yen. How much did this cost me? Quite a bit more. It's the Sapporo Black Label. Just this one time I thought I'd treat myself with a nice bottled beer. I'll be honest, I think bottled beer tasting nicer than canned beer. I've always felt it does. Usually they're very bad value because you're basically paying for the glass. But I don't know, that might just be a psychological thing. It's just, I don't know if it actually does taste better. Like, to a noticeable degree. I'm not talking about for people who, smell wine and says, I can smell broccoli and feces, and then drink it. It's like, if you can smell broccoli and feces, don't put it in your mouth. So, it's beer o'clock, people. Shall I talk about what the title of the video is? Yeah, I guess I shall. Now that's Howard moved. Now that Howard's moved place, it truly is no more nails. Yeah, no, there's no pins. I mean, I'm happy to bring back cardboard, but I'm not bringing back the pins. Actually, cardboard. Talking about cardboard. Can you see the cardboard from there? Yeah, you can see the cardboard. This is James's cardboard, though. More cardboard for James. I think you saw that last week. sitting on my little cushions, my little floor cushions. It's very Japanese in here. Just in case anyone was actually doubting that I'm really in Japan. Look at that beautiful goldenness. Bubbly. So, yes, some of you have already picked this up if you've been on the Discord in the last couple of days. Oh, I already had a glass. I wasn't being uncouth after all. I was being too couth, if that's the thing. So, as you guys know, it has officially been just over 3 weeks. Well, you might know it's been just over 3 weeks since the last video was put out. I did promise that a video was coming out today, and depending on what time zone you're in, that is true. I'm actually working on the subtitles for this video at the moment. It's one that I'm really excited to put out. I can't wait for you guys to see it. It's a bit different. It's been one that's been coming for a while, so that's going to be really fun for me to drop that today. Also, I've finally, because I had to record some little spoken bits for it, and I recorded them in here, and as you can see, this actually has provided a much better backdrop than I thought it would. Did a little bit of work filming in front of this, and it's really pretty good for doing filming in front of. So, yeah, I'm just very happy with the content that has been made and has basically got very close to being finished now, so I just need a couple more hours to complete that, which I will be doing after this live stream has finished. I'm playing with this too much. It's new, it's sharp. I am going to stab myself during the stream. If I pull out a knife on stream, then I think I get blocked, don't I? It's a Swiss Army knife. It's not even a Swiss Army knife, actually. It's they had like some funny name for it in the Lawson 100 yen shop to make it not a Swiss Army knife. It wasn't like called something like a Czechoslovakian army knife or nothing like that. Sven, hello, Sven, how are you doing, sir? Hello, hello, hello. Thank you, Bubs, for dropping in on the Discord, Patreon, Reddit, and merch links. Greatly appreciated, sir. Martin says, I need beer too. Cheers all. Is that just, did I just make you go away? Rev, what if that top left on the, what is that top left on the wall? Out with the nail, in with the hook. Top left on the wall. So your top left, so that would be this side. So that would be over. Oh, that's yeah, it's a hook with a hanger. I was actually thinking of hanging one of the posters from that. I didn't get round to that. I should have done that. I was thinking of just hanging a poster there today. I could randomly change it every week. Why didn't I do that? That would have been just added. I think it's because I was working so hard on the video. But yes, that is a hook with a hanger. It's like a little clip thing. It'll be more exciting next week then. I'll do something with that. Why you hate Hitsuji Bungaku? I didn't know that I did. I don't buy canned drinks, says Sven. Canned drinks are good value, my man. They're good value. You notice how I didn't say anything else. Just they're good value. You steal them? Where? What were we talking about? Stealing pins. Look, there's no more pins. Stealing beers? Don't know about that. Bubs, beer o'clock. I'm on Amstel Light Beer. You would not believe the amount of empty shelves in a lot of shops and beers are no exception in terms of running out of choices. Yeah, I've been, oh wow, the ghost has turned up. The school is properly burning down now, but the ghost is here. Oh my god. What's gonna happen? What? Oh my god. Oh, they're having a flashback, because of course you need to have a flashback. It wouldn't be a dramatic Japanese drama without flashbacks. I know this is all just plain white, it's because it's a dream scene, but something's happening. Oh, there's a rose, and now it's on fire. Oh, they're running through the fire. Oh no. Anyway, it doesn't matter. It's just on. I'm just intrigued. This is totally going to fall off now. That was not worth it for making the camera fall. Oh no, the girl's walking into the flames. Oh, the ghost has decided to kill herself, but she can't kill herself because she's a ghost. How do ghosts kill themselves? She's decided to vanish. I don't understand. This is just, and now there's bad CGI. It's falling. This was not worth it. This was not worth making the camera fall. It took me ages to get it up there in the first place. Oh, now the sun shines and everyone's okay. And the schoolgirls smile at each other because the ghost re-killed themselves. Oh no, there's still fire. Some bad CGI. If anyone is in Japan right now, feel free to turn on NHKG to see what I'm seeing. It's low budget, but it's very endearing. All right, where are we with this? CMC, thank you for dropping in that Reddit link again. All hail the hook, and yes, Hijits, that's such a hard one to say. Can someone write it in hiragana? Actually, that's the kind of, this is exactly the sort of thing where when it's in hiragana, it's easier to read. Japanese is easier to read in hiragana. Please review something by them. Dude, I'm trying to restart with the videos. I've got to start with the... Eventually. Are they new? Need more sheep literature in your life. Alright. Superdimensional, multi-mega, mysterious, military Sharpie opening thing. Translated the sign in your 100 yen shop. It doesn't quite qualify as super anything, but it does the trick. And I noticed that it's actually, if you think about it, they focused very heavily on, you have the bottle opener, you have the wine opener, and then you have the knife. This to me seems to be like an object designed very much for get drunk, do something stupid. Yeah. Close this real quick. Alright, let's see what everyone is saying. Canned drinks are terrible when you drink cola, and the cola is the ring, so cola in this ring. I mean, to be honest, yeah, I don't really drink cola normally because I hate the sugary taste, although I know beer has like sort of sugaries in it. I don't see how canned drinks are terrible though. I mean, if you're talking about the experience of drinking from the can, I guess that's a very subjective thing. But you know, you can buy a glass, you can pour into the glass. You know, they don't force you to drink it out of the can. Or you could buy some 100 yen straws. Camera is yeah, and the camera's just like it's falling asleep. So what is he talking about? Love the drama. I'm just waiting for the evil twin to reveal themselves and the EastEnders tune to kick in. Oh, here we go. It's still a difficult one. Hichibun Gaku. Oh, that's the name of the TV program? Maybe it is. Oh no, that's the, because it's got Gaku in it, so I just figured it was something to do with school. Or yeah, I don't know actually. Are you talking about the name of the band that you were telling me? Maybe I should scroll back up. Oh yeah, no, you are talking about the name of that. Cause I just saw it disappear off the top of the screen. I think that's what it is. Harry said, if you end up climbing Mount Fuji, are you bringing James with you so he can regale? You said regal. Regale you with hentai tales like your last walk in nature with him. It would be a shame. I'd love to take him up there like we did with Mariyama. Oh yeah, and just if anyone doesn't know, that is something I'm planning on doing. It's because it's something exciting that doesn't really cost, and that is good for me. And I also figured if I do that during a period where I'm, probably when I leave here to go to a new place, if I give myself like a 2-day break in between, therefore the money I'll spend going to Fuji, I will save on not having to pay for any accommodation. See how it works? Clever. They find my body. What's his address? Nah, he hasn't got one for another 2 days. So, yeah, I'm planning to do it. I've done a lot of climbs before. The one thing that I learned from the Mariyama climb is do not bring Converse. James will tell you about that. I was just, every time I put literally there was a bit we got to, it's only about like 45 degrees, but it was one you just kind of had to crawl up, use your hands a little bit, and just, because it was snowy and icy, no traction. It was unbelievable. Just foot went down, it was like being on a treadmill. So that became difficult, and I ended up using my hands more than anything. And I think James had to give me a pull at some point. So definitely I will be reverting to using at least decent shoes. He just said Chewbacca. I am a master of Japanese language, so thanks for that, Bubs. Martin, so if everyone was writing that in kanji, just to let you know, kanji is not my strong suit, although I did get the Gaku as the last kanji. And I do recognise the other two, I'm just not sure of the pronunciation in that context. Martin, Tokyo streets full of roaming devotees of the cult of the jammies, apparently. Best not go out in daylight, Howard. What? Howdy, Nagoon. People are getting weird. CMC, no, not the name of the television experience. You are multi-taking with. Please like and subscribe, as we are not monetized. Thank you for remembering the lines. Yeah, we've only got 5 likes. What's wrong with we only got 5 likes? We can get more than 5 likes. So sad. But thank you for the 5 likes, everyone. Yeah, there's a whole thing going on in this TV program is still going. There's a whole thing where somehow there's a piece of paper which was photocopied and there was something wrong with the photocopying in one corner, and that's how they found out who the bad guy is or something. And it's got a lot of school kids who are in this school who clearly are too old to be in school and couldn't get enough good child actors, perhaps. Oh yeah, nah, and then there's like windows blowing up and yeah, and weird visions and stuff. It's all very completely difficult to understand when you're watching it with the sound muted and not really paying proper attention. So that's respecting someone's creative work. That's an important thing to do. All right. Please drop a dislike if you feel Jam either the Howard needs to stop hating on. Like, how can I hate something that I don't know? Like, however, if you don't care about his vile bile and hatred for music, how can I hate something that I don't even know? Oh, we got one more like. Thank you for that. There you go. Someone cares. So yeah, today's live stream is only going to be the merest length of 1 hour. Because I need to get back on with finishing that video so I can get that uploaded in the next couple of hours, hopefully, so you guys can all see it before it is too late in your respective countries. Right, time to tell you about something a little bit different. So, me missus is flying here tomorrow, but I will not be seeing her tomorrow because she has to go straight into quarantine. So, yes, but she will be arriving in Japan tomorrow. So I've got to keep on my phone. Got to be up nice and early to be in good contact. So that is a big part of tomorrow for me. Another reason why I want to get this video finished as soon as possible so I can get a good sleep. It is, after all, 2:30 in the morning. I don't think I'm going to be getting any sleep tonight. The beer will help. Sure. By the way, if anyone has been watching the Olympics, I do occasionally keep it on in the background because as I got a television, might as well. 2 things to say. Firstly, on Bub's side, we were having this conversation last week about how cool it was that the Irish team came into the opening ceremony and bowed at everyone. But I saw something else that I really liked today, which was then they had like the running. I don't know, it was one of the running events. There's so bloody many of them. And they go along all of the people on their grid slots before they start the race. This is one of those ones where they're staggered, so it was probably a relay or something. Yeah, they weren't in a straight line, they were in a long line. And they go, as they go up to each athlete, the athlete's like, and all this, and like really sort of like hyping them up, and then they go along to the Irish guy, and he's just like giggling a little bit, looking at the guy in front of him like, what's his problem? Oh yes, that's the most Irish thing I've ever seen. And then the other one was, yeah, so watching women's volleyball for 3 hours is kind of a very weird thing to do. But there was a match yesterday that took 3 hours out of my life because, oh my God, it was the tensest thing I've watched in ages. It was actually really good. At the beginning, I had no idea what any of the rules of volleyball were, except that you have to make it touch the ground. But at first I was like, wait, where does it touch the ground? It took me a while to work it out. By the end, I was like one of those people who sits in front of a television going, no, that's not what you should do. Don't do it that way. I was like that. 3 hours, went down to the last point. Then Japan lost. So, that was depressing. And then, yes, to further show how much time I've been wasting on things that are not actually as important as they are, if anyone, I won't give any spoilers, but if anyone's going to see the race that was today and hasn't seen it, well, that was interesting. votes on if the first corner thing was deliberate. I'm not saying it is. I'm just saying that someone was trying to keep his job, and it's like, maybe you want to keep that job. Maybe you can not break so much. It's work. There's an excuse. Just It's like bowling. I was like, everything's gone. Everything's been wiped out. So that was interesting. All right, let's see what everyone is talking about, because I kind of got off topic. I was just talking about me and my life and all the interesting things I've been doing. Can you hate something you don't even know? Twitter Brigade has entered the chat, says Hello Marto. Yes, can you hate something you don't know with self-respect? Is probably the question. And again, just strong and black. What are you talking about with Bubs there? You're talking about, I'll leave that to you guys. CMC, the Blue GMIV, the Howard TM is unlike Blue Miami, not the best GMIV, kind of creepy-ish, a beer drinking vibe, but oh yeah, I'm blue right now, aren't I? Abadi bada ba. I miss Red Howard. Red Howard had a lot of money. Oh man. Oh, that was so wonderful. I can't wait to finish that podcast I was doing with our dear old friend from the Neon Reapist channel. Bless him. Yeah, I really want to finish up that conversation we were having, but nah, that was wonderful. Every time I remember that, it makes me smile. Bubs, Howard, my girlfriend is arriving. Me, an actual ladies and gentlemen. There's a lady meeting a gentleman. Confetti pops. I'm not getting enough of these jokes, but that's kind of the way this usually works. Again, my friend's girlfriend graduated and returned to China. She was in quarantine for 2 weeks and went back to her home city. When she got there, the city is put in quarantine too. Luckily, quarantine is not a thing that happens in Japan, so it's not going to happen here, but it's kind of a shame for your friend. I think I've told you guys a lot about my friend who her dream was to go to New York, and she managed to get a 6-month working visa, went there, and then the second day she was there was when the shutdown began, and she was quarantined inside her house and couldn't go to the work for the entire 6 months that she was there, meaning that her experience that she'd been waiting for her entire life turned out to be not much of an experience. She will go back though, I'm sure she will. Let's have a little look. Yeah, internet seems to be, I can see there's a little bit of juddering. I'm still playing with a knife, sorry. So apologies, I hope you're not getting too many problems with that. Mine, gotta go. Feeding starving kids is more important than waffle. I don't know if I agree with that. I'll catch you up later. Have a nice chat. Best wishes to you. All stay safe and listen to that. Thanks, Martin. Martin says, have a good one. The Canada versus USA match had some controversy over a blown review call for volleyball. I didn't see that, but I would be interested to see that. However, I must admit there are probably other reasons that made me want to watch the Japan-Korea match more than most of the other ones. It was entertaining. But no, it was really good sport. CFC boss not good enough to pull that shit off. Yeah, in fact, that probably was the plan. He probably didn't know the plan. Just everyone in the team was just like, we don't even have to tell him. He's gonna do what we want him to do. So he'll start bad, he'll fall behind, and then he'll just like start, going for some 10-pin bowling tactics. So yeah, they just probably didn't even have to tell Bottas what to do. Yeah, he's someone who really needs to be fired. The guy is fucking useless. Bubs. See ya, boss. Oh, that was to Martin. Lovely. CMC, say strategy is kind of oxymoron. How the hell did they screw that up? Check bank accounts, I think. I can see how they screwed that up. There was a lot of things about that. I mean, like the whole thing about him not coming in. So I'm just going to do this quickly. We'll get back on topic in a minute. It's just CMC asked. Whole thing about him not going in on the way to the grid and being the only car on the grid. That was amazing. I don't think I've ever seen that before. The fact that he was the only car on the grid, I think was because, he couldn't, he had position. It was, he couldn't really take the risk, but he probably should have. And then their strategy towards the end, well, yeah. I'm kind of glad. I mean, usually it's just like, Hamilton comes in and his car's so fast that he just runs around and wins again. And it's like, well, at least that didn't happen. Sorry, anyone who's a Hamilton fan who hasn't watched the race. But at least that didn't bloody happen. So, let's have a look and see what everyone's saying. Mark, Blue Miami, new drink idea. So it's got to be something that causes depression, is coloured blue, and reminds you of Miami. When I think of Miami, I'm assuming we have to put cocaine in this drink. Oh god, if I say that on stream, does this video get blocked? Oh well, it says not for children, so hey. Thank you for the extra likes that are coming in. I see 12 people and 8 likes though, which means 4 people are not liking this very much. Can't say I can blame you, but so long as you are not disliking it enough to go away, maybe just press that button. Thank you. Seriously, I'm going to say it. Because we're not monetized, and these videos get our longest audience retention usually because, you know, they're live chats and everything and you're all involved with me. Therefore, we get really good stats in the algorithm, and it means that the extra likes on these videos are probably worth a little bit more than they would be elsewhere. Still, like everything, it's greatly appreciated, but as you're here, why not press like right now? Oh no, what? They're playing basketball now. So the girls who were hunting ghosts are now playing basketball, and they've scored. Right. Again, spoilers for anyone who is watching this program. I didn't want me to spoil it. One of these schoolgirls is definitely like 30. We need a Discord versus match of Gammon Red Howard versus Suffocating Blue. Thank you, I guess. We need a backer F1 review channel. Howard explains to me how amazing F1 while frustrate Howard by constantly talking about Kimmy funny YouTube compilations. The channel will just be like me talking about Kimmy. Bless Kimmy. CMC, thank you for dropping that Reddit again and again. Something Sam Blue. So Bud Light. Oh. Bud Light with sprinkled in cocaine. That's called a Miami Blue. Oh, dearie me. All right, so far so good. I said if you're here, you might as well press like. And instead, I lost one viewer. So there's one person who's like, "You're right, I'm not enjoying this. Bye." Oh, dearie me. I've still been filming those blogs as well. Just again, it's not the top priority, but they will be coming up because there's so many of them. Like still loads from like the last place and everything. But that will only be a thing when I've got more time. So who knows, but they'll trickle out as they do, and they'll become more and more distant from the actual reality of what's happening in my life. But still, it'll give you an idea of what's been going on, so maybe I should do them soon. CMC, like if you appreciate Howard, GMI with the Howard TM, masochistic devotion to music, all his adult life has brought him hatred and vile dislike if you think he just... hate LH44 and likes Cheaty. Oh, yeah. Cheaty Vettel. Vettel did great. Alright. Give the man his dues. He did really good. In fact, I'll be honest with you, I think all of those guys at the top did great, you know, except for LH44 with his car that just does all the work for him. You know, you need to be an incompetent moron not to win in that car. Bless. So, Mono, working with music his entire adult life has led him down the path of musical destruction. There is a lot to unpack in this career. Thank you very much. Thank you. Alright, let's get the screen back where I need it. I lost the thing I was looking at. There I am. Okay, so who'd like to see me in low res for absolutely no reason? There you go. What's her blue now? There you go. I don't know why I did that. We can reduce the amount of blue if it's too much. Let's have a look. There we go. Is that better? Would everyone like to see me more in this? Is this better for you all? I'll go back and give it a little bit of a 50s look. There we go. So yeah, now this is 50s backer broadcast. So I hope this is what you were all going for. I hope you appreciate it. So, Jim Howard Bog Vlog proudly brought by 100 yen poop gone toilet roll. Yes, thank you. The toilet roll I use is 100 yen. That is true. It's like sandpaper, but it works. So, what else is there to say? Well, effectively, just I am super busy still. Crazy busy. This week has been mad, and it doesn't look like it's going to get much better, but I am starting to put together the pieces of the things I'm trying to do. So hopefully, hopefully it's going to allow me to do a few more things that are going to have a little bit more of an impact. I mean, I talk about stuff like putting out videos. I talk about stuff that's life related as well. Getting together the things I need to do. Need to be smoking Gitanes for the 50s look. All I know about Gitanes is that's the thing that used to sponsor Ligia back in the 90s. But I don't actually know what it is. Wait, have I got... maybe I got a hat. Hold on a minute. Maybe we can pull this look off after all. So we're trying to pull off the full 1950s look. Or at least give it a damn good shot. So... I never fully unpack when I move into these new places. I tend to move things around a little bit, but if I'm not going to be here for more than like a couple of months, then I tend to only unpack the things I really need. But I'm pretty sure I have what is required within some of these bags. I'm just having a little rummage around at the moment to see if I can find what is required for the full 50s look, and then we will go all the way with it. The most difficult thing about being over here on the other side of the room is I can't see what you're talking about. But I will be back in a minute, and then I'll be able to see what you're talking about, which will help me know what you're talking about. Okay, unfortunately, I had like the perfect hat around here somewhere, not even that long ago, like maybe a day or two ago, and now I cannot find it. Do you know that irritating feeling where there's something and you don't need it, and it's always lying around, and the minute you need it, disappeared. That is what I am experiencing right now. So I'm going to have one last quick gander in this bag over here. See if I can't see what I'm looking for. And then give up, only to be annoyed when I find it a couple of hours after the stream ends. And then complain. That's what I intend to do. So I hope that is entertainment personified. Ah dear, that's really annoying. Let's have a quick look out here, just in case it's out in the other room. This shirt does not fit me. Guess everyone already knew that. Aha! Got it. Oh, and the jacket as well. Let's do it with the jacket. The jacket will help. See, welcome to 50s Back Broadcast. Mighty fine day. All right, let's read what everyone's saying now that I'm seemingly in full dress up. 50s GMIV, the Howard TM. Last time his fashion sense was in style. Cheap burn. I'll give it to you though. In the rain. Keep it black and white. We can have our man in Japan look 30s cinema is real gag. Right with spaces, goddammit. Rev, need a steam train in the distance sound effect. I got that old CD that I found in a second-hand shop once, which is full of old BBC stock sound effects from back in like the 60s. Bubs, Discord, Patreon, Reddit, merch, thank you for dropping them all. CMC as well, thank you. Scott, not on screen and barely audible. Good podcast. Thanks, Scott. I kind of figured that you could at least hear me a little bit. I don't know when you joined this, but if you were here before, you'll know why I was off screen. Bubs, Howard's black and white footage is looking like B-roll of the murder victim's life that played while the narrator explains how long left he has to live. He was sitting in front of the computer. Didn't know that there was someone behind the door waiting to murder him. Something like that. Blah, 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 blah. Yes, much better than usual and massively less annoying. Thank you. Back at equals professionalism. I should know. Thank you. It's the professionalism that keeps me coming back. Wait a minute. Talking of professionalism. No way is this a chip. No. As it's the 50s. I'm doing my podcast in the 50s. I'm doing my podcast in the 50s. I don't know why ukulele makes me think of the 50s, but it does. It makes me think of the 50s. I don't know. All right, let's bring this back into reality a little bit. Bam. Whoa, that got very, 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 very bright. Very. Look at, wow. Yes, that's, now I can see what you mean about the blue. '50s are over, people. Get used to it. Alrighty, so let's see. Wow, 36 minutes in already. This has been going quick. Howard out here looking like Maynard Plants lost his long lost twin. Don't know who that is. Can't wait for the George Formby classic When I'm Cleaning Windows in Japanese. Should have been doing it. Tiny Tim cover incoming. No, I didn't want to cover anything because I suddenly realised I would get copyright blocked for doing it. So I just play a few chords and sing. CMC, please drop a like if you like GMR with Howard's touching tribute to Howard Formby, or dislike if you think ukulele is correct. Play is shoved up hipster's hole. Wow. George Formby even. Yes, thank you. Please like and subscribe. We're not monetized. Wow, you guys are full of love and support today. Amazing. So, wow, yes, thank you, 13 viewers and 8 likes is greatly appreciated. I noticed that while we were not uploading videos for the last 3 weeks, we actually increased subscribers more consistently than usual. Again, proof that when I'm not doing anything, people are much more interested. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to posting this video. I'm really proud of it. It's something different. It's just something different. We'll obviously be doing the reviews, and there's a lot of reviews that you guys already know are coming because I've told you that I've done the scripts for them. So, you know, maybe there won't be that many surprises over the next couple of weeks, but at least reviews will be coming out and you'll get to see a little bit of content. But I thought, as we've been away for such a while, I needed to come back with something a little bit special. So, video coming. As I say, hopefully it won't be too long after this live stream that you'll be able to see it. Time does fly when you're having fun, says Niku. Yeah, it's like lost like 70 years. Goes by. Oh my word. Well said though. I just realised as well. I don't know why that would be useful. But there you go. That's the ceiling. Nearly. I just suddenly thought, is there something interesting? I should have turned around and seen. How's the poll doing? Oh, do you mean the survey? That is something else. Okay, I do need to talk to you guys about that. So I'm going to dive into that now because actually I haven't checked it in a couple of days. I'm going to go and check it again before I make any rash statements. It's going good, but there are some problems that we need to perhaps talk about. I was thinking maybe about just doing like a separate video announcement just to make this clear, because I think some people don't realize what the problem we're having here is. And we are having a problem with this. This has led to some really good feedback. I mean, some of the feedback you guys have been giving and people have been giving Okay, now it's just TV of squirrels. Cool. Some of the stuff that you guys have been giving on these surveys has been absolutely brilliant. The only thing is, when I look at it, I mean, let's see how many we got now. I think last time I checked it was about 40 had come in. And of them, I would say probably about 10 or 15 were about, yeah, we've got 45 now. About 10 or 15 of them were about artists who, there seem to be other people referring to. But then the vast majority of these are people writing about bands who I would love to get involved in. But they're like really, really sort of, they're not like well known, they're not big names. And the problem that arises from this is as I said, this is a survey to get a general group of opinions. Now, if you put in a band that you're really into, but you're the only person who puts an opinion on it, I can't really do a video about a consensus of opinion when I've only got one opinion. So it's up to you how you do this, but if you put in a survey result on any band, unless you just know that there's loads of other people already on this channel who are fans of that artist, you need to try and spread it to other fans of the artist. You need to maybe put it on like Facebook groups for that band, or like maybe Twitter. Twitter's usually not that successful, this kind of thing. Maybe Instagrams for this band, maybe Reddit's for this band. You need to sort of go to those places, because if you're the only person who puts in something about that band, probably not going to lead to a video. Just because, it's like I say, it would be unfair of me to say that I've gone and got fan opinions on an artist when it's only been one fan. If I've got like 5 or 6, that might be enough. 10, pretty much certain that I can work on that. And I said 15. If any band gets 15, I guarantee I'll do a video for them. But 10, I'd be pretty comfortable to do it. And 5, I could at least sort of say, well, with a bit of good research, 5 people's opinions might be enough to give me a good place to start from. So it is really important to... one moment, I just saw a really complimentary comment, so I'm going to read. Sorry, it's just something so. I get shocked by compliments. I think it's a compliment. I'll read it just in case it's sarcastic. I don't know. I haven't read it properly. I just saw a couple of words. So for me, it is greatly, greatly important that you guys know that I want to cover these artists. When you talk about an artist who maybe isn't that big, I really want to do that, because they're kind of, the big artists are great, but the not big artists as well, really interesting. We can do interesting videos that brings together fan bases and also brings in new fans. But I need you guys as the fans to give me that knowledge, and that is a good way of doing it. Like I said, spreading it through community. So like I said, that's really what I want you to remember. If you're doing it for something like big, like Scandal, Bandmade, Baby Metal, then probably it's just fine you doing it, because we've already got a few other people coming in from those, although I really do still appreciate you getting more fans on board. But if you're doing it for something smaller, then, it's going to be a good idea to get more people on board. All right, anyway, I'm going to keep on reading through the comments, because like I said, I've just got some large comments coming in. We said, how's the poll doing? I'm going to probably find out now that's not even what you were talking about, but I needed to talk about it anyway. Bubs, Howard, that's why I don't post anything, to help with subscriptions. Thank you. All right, so Michael Holmes, thank you very much for the comment. So you seem like a smart guy, but you definitely need to get your life together and find yourself a woman. And thank you for your support, and have an amazing and awesome day, and stay safe. Thank you, Michael. I don't know how much of this you've been watching. I do have a woman. She is coming on a plane tomorrow, but she's going to be in quarantine for 2 weeks. But yes, no, thank you. That's really, really kind of you. It's really lovely. I try my best to be as positive about things, although it is my trademark to, to always sort of be accurate in my criticism of things as well. Positivity is only as strong as the comparative criticism you're willing to give, although you should never just be overtly negative for no reason. So I try to do that, and if it's coming across well, I am greatly pleased to hear that. It means a lot to me if anyone likes what I'm doing. Certainly if they think it's of quality, because I do try to keep the quality level high. You wouldn't believe it sometimes, but I do try to keep the quality level as high as I can. So honestly, Michael, I really appreciate that, man. Thank you so much. I will. I'll remind my partner how appreciative she should be, because, you know, I'll say, look, I've been told online, kind of a catch. See what she says to that. Thank you. Mirai, hey, what's going on? Late start tonight. Surveys. What about writing some bands that are popular overseas are a small percentage of popular bands here, or not actually that big domestically? Would it be good to have a non-secret list of bands that have been submitted without how many have been sent in for the band? Okay, I did think about this. I'm going to say why I don't think it is a good idea. First of all, just in regards to your whole comment about things overseas, yeah, I don't really mind if these bands are popular overseas or not. If they're popular overseas, then we can continue to help them being popular overseas. If they're not, for the power that we have, if they're not popular overseas, then that makes it all the more interesting to spread them. Now, the reason I don't think it's good to share who it is because, as I say, I really appreciate there's some people in our community who, and this means a lot to me, who've just sort of said, well, look, you know, I can fill in surveys about all kinds of bands. You know, I know something about it. I can talk about this band. I can talk about that band. Ultimately, I don't really want people to do that. That's not what I really want people to do. Because, as I say, these opinions are going to be used to generate videos where I can really sort of say, I've got a sort of fan, I don't want to say authority, but you know, a bit of a fan blessing, that I've had some blessings from fans behind this video who've said, well, look, this is why the band is important to us. Because the big thing about this video series that we'll be doing is about getting people's fandom, the reason why people love artists across the people who, you know, coming in cold. Therefore, it's being the mediator, allowing to sort of share that love of a band without scaring people off. Now, so as a result, I don't want people just saying, well, like, oh, I want this band to have more, so I'm going to do a survey for them. And the other thing as well is I feel like if you put that out, then people might see a name or not see a name, and it might discourage or not discourage them from sharing the survey on certain communities. I would say, right now, I think most of you have done the survey. If you haven't, please do. Now, if you're a regular on the channel, what is now more important is spreading it to the other fans who are not here who might be interested. I know people don't tend to bite on this thing, but, you know, people also really love to talk about what they like. So if you can kind of say to people, well, look, you know, it's a chance to talk about what you like, and it might lead to a video about the band you like, and you know, it might be something cool. Take a few minutes out of your time, talk about your fandom, talk about the thing you love. Yeah, I think that works. So I feel like I'm being a bit of a dick in saying, look, I'm not going to share the list with you, but I don't think it would make the situation better. I just would like everyone to say, look, if I'm in a group, or if I have access to a group of, or a pool of fans, and I don't feel bad about doing it, it's up to you. Don't just do it because I say. But if you feel comfortable doing it, spread it out there. Get that link out to people and tell them what it is, and say, hey, just give this guy towards a channel or whatever. They don't have to subscribe if they don't want to, but they might even do that. It might even be good for us. That's the main thing. I want to keep everyone just focus on do what you can rather than trying to do what suits what has already been done. Because you never know, we could be surprised. Now it's a long-eared squirrel. This is a weird channel. But I like it, it's relaxing. It's better than, you know, ghosts burning to death in fires. Although that was kind of interesting. Yeah, it was more interesting. But still. Moto, I understand where you're coming from. To be honest, I didn't expect any of the stuff I entered to be featured outside of Scandal. I don't listen to anything that's popular with the channel. That's cool, man. I've always been very interested in your taste, Moto. You got a really fascinating taste. I remember that list you did of like your favorite releases over like a number of decades and years and such like. So no, I'm really appreciate that, man. I mean, as I say, that's the interesting thing. Even in that position, the things you have put in, they could lead to something, because maybe someone else, just by chance, a few other people from one community will pick up on that, and then lots of other people, or a few other people, might do feedback on artists that you had done as well, and then you will become part of the thing. So even if you're putting in something where you don't think a video is going to be made, still do it, because you never know. It might be. It might be that that community picks up on it. But I'm just saying, if you do have access to communities, then also do that as well, because it might further the thing that you've got. But, you know, either way, put in a survey about what you care about, because you never know. And plus, it's really interesting for me to read. I really try and keep quality high at GMIV. The Howard Ho nose knocks the camera off 36 inches away. It's so mean. Oh, there's a few I'm missing here. Greetings from Montreal. Hey, Fernando. Greetings. Welcome to the late show. So, I also said, if I try and write anything about popular bands on the channel, it will probably be out sounding like a slam piece. Yeah, well, exactly. That's the thing. It's supposed to come from fans. So if you don't, then don't do it. You know, absolutely. One of your favourite groups, I still need to finish that video. Scott, I don't know anybody outside the channel who has any interest in Japanese bands. That's why I joined the channel. Yeah, like I say, that's fine. I don't want to come across like I'm saying, hey guys, why aren't you spreading the survey? It's not that at all. I know a lot of you are here because, and a lot of people are just, they have their own personal fandom. You know, they're not part of groups. They're not part, to be honest, I'm not part of that many fan groups. I mean, like, for example, with like Silent Siren, I'm on their line thing, so I get the messages directly from them. But do I speak to any other fans of the band? Not really, except for the guys who are here. So I'm totally get that. I totally get that. But I know there are some people who are parts of communities, and those are the ones who might find something. And, you know, so again, and plus, even if you are part of a community, if you just kind of don't feel comfortable sharing something, don't do it because I say to do it. Don't do something that's going to make you feel uncomfortable. If you don't like sharing things, if you feel it's just not you, that's cool. I'm just saying, for those of you who do, don't be lazy. If you're a social media hound, get on it. That's all I'm saying. Everyone else, no pressure. Just be yourself, right? Be yourself. CMC saying, not possible. You are always so positive and appreciative. Saying that to Mars. Just by calling him that, you're gonna set him off. But just showing him the professionalism level of his channel, that'll be enough to get him interested. Harry says, keep the quality as high as possible as long as the equipment can be purchased for 100 yen. You're damn right, sir. You're damn right. So CMC says, okay, so if you like cheap beer and defried chicken, I don't know if the D was in there on purpose or if that was a mistake, but it kind of works. With your waffle, please drop a like. If you need everything to be as terse or concise as possible, then if you need everything to be terse, you might as well just leave, because this is clearly not for you. This is going to be a ramble fest, my friends. I don't breathe very much. I just continue to... There's a bear on the telly. Oh. They followed me here. The bears. You can't see it. I don't know why I'm showing you this. You can't see the bear. The screen's too bright. I could change the camera controls, but I'm not going to. Just believe me, there's a bear on the screen. And I'm very unhappy about it. Now there's little baby bears as well. No. Oh God, I've got to put the camera back again. This isn't going to work. It's going to fall down again, isn't it? Oh, well, I'm putting maximum effort into this. I promise. I promise this is me doing my best. I'm better at pre-recorded material, clearly. Do you want to look at the keyboard? Would that be more entertaining? Whoop. Oh, man. Sorry, I will get back to actually talking about something in a minute. No. Oh, wow. Yeah, this has actually been one of the biggest problems with this camera. I think you guys might remember from the bears. You guys might remember from that's very precarious, but at least it's pointing in the right angle, so let's keep it like that for a bit until it falls. Alright, let's read what everyone's saying. Yeah, I've got this, like, it's clipped, but in the way it shouldn't be. But the clip on this camera is just no strength. It's funny, like, the camera bit's brilliant, but the actual case is really cheap. Oh, well, that's how you get a good value, isn't it? So, Marta says, yes, I am always putting out glowing and loving praise for the likes of Love Bites and Fate Gear. That smiley face hides some burning resentment. CMC, well, it seemed every arsehole except Jim with Howard has interviewed Fate Gear, so can we see Captain Mina interview? Maybe I should interview Fate Gear and just say, hi, Who are you? That's really cruel. It's just I haven't really listened to them except that one song you guys played me that I was like, I'm not really sure I'm into this. Scott says, what if I click like and then later decide I didn't like it? Can I take my like back? He says, yes. In actuality, the answer is no, because once you press the like button, unpressing it then disconnects your soul. Not the souls are real, but they become so real for this, and then, it's just not good for you. Babs, please like and everyone's just doing the lines for me now. Sven, I think it can. You can assemble all Sci-Fi fans. I think there are enough people for an active Sci-Fi Discord. There is a Sci-Fi Reddit that I should drop it on, but they're quite quiet on the Sci-Fi Reddit. They just kind of like post little things and they go for it. It's kind of like most of them are the same kind of fans that I am. The ones who we don't really talk about it much. Well, I talk about it a lot on my channel, but I don't really talk about much of other fans. Just kind of like, oh, this is what I'm doing. Just like reading updates, following. Thank you to CMC and Bubs for dropping in all of those links again. Fernando says, I orbit a couple of fandom communities, but I'm not really involved in them. Too much politics. I just want to keep updated with the bands I like. Actually, kind of like what I was just saying then. Again, don't no one put yourself out. Just if that's kind of something you're involved in and you do post a lot, then post this. Mirai, lol, it's actually bears from Hokkaido. I don't care where they're from. They're too close to me. Oh, this squirrel's got something in his mouth that's huge. What on earth is that? Oh, his whole face is like puffed up. He's like a snake. His mouth was disjointed. Creepy. Howard is watching the cute animals from Hokkaido show on the channel that shall never be named? That band doesn't have a channel. Lagoon says, bears climb trees. Can they climb buildings too? Well, dude, my building isn't that big. So if they can, they don't have to go far to get me. 0 out of 10, no RGB keyboard. RGB keyboard? You type with letters, not colours, right? What kind of psychedelic thing are you working with? Harry says, he is wearing a beret and is carrying a French baguette and a stick of corn. I'm just going to say yes to that. Right. Bears! They're showing cute parents and baby bears when that reaction happened. Look, I'll be honest with you, Mirai. When a bear's got a baby, that's when they're most likely to kill you. Statistically true. Parent bears are the most violent. So, just saying, you see a bear with a baby bear, that's the one you need to be worried about. They're not cute. They're not cute at all. Bubs, Howard, the bears have decided to the best way to attack you was to get better with media relations. Next, I have a YouTube AdSense sponsorship from the 100 yen store. Rev, damn, have to dash. Last thing I saw was Howard's t-shirt, jacket, flat cap, trendy teacher combo. Actually, that jacket I often refer to as my teacher jacket. I even said that to my partner. We wore that on, I think it was on my first date. I actually wore that jacket. I looked at it, I was like, yeah, I'm wearing a teacher's jacket. I don't know why. In fact, I think I called it that in one of the reactions from back in the day as well. I think I was wearing it on them. Just like then, and then taking it back disconnects your soul. Exactly. Soul can be purchased at the 100 yen store though, so go ahead. So, Howard, I answered to a post of you in the past on the Reddit. Yeah, that post was kind of good. Actually, you should go back and check that because I think there was a couple of response after that I never got back to. But that was a good one. I enjoyed that. Yeah, so, like I said, I still want to do more of the Reddit. We need to be posting more community-related stuff there so we can have like good... because topics, this is what I mean, like Discord topics just kind of go and that's great. It's a fluid conversation, but Reddit needs to be where we can take things we actually want to talk about and set up like a thread there so that people are actually having thread conversations on like more sticky issues. Say sticky like sticky post issues that are going to be ongoing. But at the moment, it's and as I say, if we were doing that, it would. We discussed this a couple of weeks ago in one of the live streams, and you guys kind of unanimously agreed that if we did that, you'd like it, and it would give CMC a little bit more time because instead of having to post constantly, he would be able to instead be working around like sort of larger posts that were filling up with content. So yeah, I think we need to be doing that. I think maybe some of the mods as well can get together and we can talk about certain issues and things, certain subjects that would just be great for ongoing conversation, where I can leave it as an ongoing thing in Reddit and people can just come back to certain threads and fill them up with discussions on certain topics. Yeah, I can think of some. I really should be posting more in there to do that. It's just it's always the hardest bit is getting that started. So yeah, we'll talk about that. We need to focus on that at some point. Just so busy at the moment. Oh god, there's so many comments. Sorry, I have to finish in a second actually, so I'm going to go through this fairly quickly and try and catch up. Howard, I answered to. Oh yes, I read that. Stuff I listen to doesn't have enough overseas followers to have a fandom. Says Mar. Well, it doesn't have to be overseas, guys. Remember this. It doesn't have to be overseas, but I kind of know what you're getting at. Yeah, Rev. In movies, people can carry baguettes when they are about to be attacked. I'm in no rush to go shouting on top of a mountain for any of them, to be honest. I prefer keeping myself, not forcing things on others. Yeah, I mean, again, like I said, I'm not asking. The whole reason I'm doing this video series is so that people don't have to force themselves on others. It's kind of a comical take on that whole thing. I'm the mod on the Bish server, but that's about it. And I'm not ever very active there. I just lurk and keep an eye on things to make sure people aren't getting out of hand. Absolutely fine. Like I said, I'm not asking anyone to do anything they don't feel comfortable with. I'm just reminding those who maybe have been a bit forgetful. CMC is the divorced bears with questionable social skills and an alcohol problem who have a boss who makes their life hell and a teen offspring who they meet at the zoo who will kill you. Man, if those bears exist, they should write a book, then kill me. Bubs, that's an anime plot with Daily Attenborough narration. Fernando, heck, I purchased a baguette this morning. Lol, no bears in sight. Look at you. CMZ, yes, Detective Kuma Batovsky, Hokkaido CID. Alright guys, look, it's been a real pleasure. I'm so happy that 12 of you have given us likes. It's good. It's nice when we get people who actually watch this and press like as well, so thank you to you guys. Obviously I'm very excited about tomorrow, but just to point out again, I will not be meeting her when she arrives because she has to go straight into quarantine. I'll be meeting her in 2 weeks after quarantine's over, but I'll be happy to have her in the same country and safely here. I am so excited for you guys to see this video. Hopefully it'll be done in the next couple of hours, but please give me a bit of understanding if it takes a little bit longer, but certainly if you're in Canada, it'll probably be out before the end of the day. For everyone else, hopefully we'll be out in a couple of hours, but we'll see how it goes. It's pretty much done. I'm just going through the subtitles at the moment. I don't want to make any mistakes with the subtitles. So, big thank you to everyone. Let's finish this one off. CMC says, I'll drop the Reddit link again. Big thank you for that. CMC, yes, again, we really need to grow on the Reddit. I want to say a big thank you to everyone here. As always, thank you for coming along, joining. If you haven't seen the whole of this video, go back and watch it. Actually, I thought it was a pretty decent live stream. We even went back in time at one point. So I just wanted to say thank you to everyone once again. I'm really excited that content is going to start rolling again. It's not going to be super fast, but we'll get a couple of videos out in the coming week. And hopefully life's going to get a little bit more back to normal. I'm really enjoying it here. There have been some problems here, not going to deny, but as a general, I just, it's the kind of setup that works for me. It's small, it's cozy, it's got everything I need. I've got a nice kitchen, I've got the lot. So this will keep me going for another few weeks. And then hopefully from here I will be moving to the family home, but we will see. All I can really say though for now is just a thank you to everyone. I always like how we get more viewers just as I'm saying goodbye. It's like damn, I should have been focusing on these people. We've got more people. And I'm just there tuning in, I'm saying bye. Thank you to all of you. Thank you, Marta. Thank you, Harry. Thank you, everyone who's saying goodbye there now. Ciao, ciao. CMC as well. Sven says, I have to eat something. Have a nice day. Hope you have some time to making videos. Good night, Madane. Stay safe to Niguran as well. Fernando, till next time, stay safe, folks, as well. Good to see you all here. Absolute pleasure to have you all. And I am, like I said, I just really appreciate it every time you guys all come out. So, until next time. Oh, until the video, hopefully in just a couple of hours. Keep your eyes out. From here in Japan, for now. Ciao, ciao. Ooh, But this bog roll never gets old. However, it's good to, as it's infinite bog roll, it's good to sort of be sparing with it, because it makes you appreciate it more. So that's enough bog roll for now. We'll get more next week. Let's finish this beer.